Right.
because because it's the same local animation. It's just running in 3 different places of the global reference system.
Okay,
But
so
it's
the
the
point of what you're
same.
trying to tell me this entire time is we're trying to make a component that uses the local translation or the local variables that then can be ported into different places in the global positions. That's what you want to do. Okay, that makes sense to me. This is another what do you call it? This is another like play area. It broke up the monotony of how big this area was, because now you have these like play spaces where you jump on top or you jump on the bottom. And then because I know what you're talking about before, and I was thinking about, different weapon types. Yeah, if the player is here, right, they can't just shoot them. They have like they may see them walk into the elevator. They know the elevator is coming, right? But they can't just shoot them. Then when they pop up, they've got to make a choice. Do they stand here and fight this person coming up, right? So there's a little bit more decisions there, right? Then there's also some cool stuff you can do, right? There's a blind spot. So the person comes in here, then that person can jump on the top of the elevator. So when the elevator stops, you go, all right, I'm ready to shoot. And then the other person's above them, right? It gives you this paranoia, this thought. This is what I love about playing games for reference. I was getting all these thoughts when I was playing. I was like, wow, this is some really cool stuff. Like there should be more credit given to these old shooters.
Yeah, you're right. I like those ideas that you're talking.
Okay, good. Okay. I'm still gonna probably have to edit all this. But anyway, I just want to know, Alex is totally right. By simply making the things into these like spatials, I could just like easily edit everything, and all the animations now are actually one animation player because it's all local variables within the global variables. This is fantastic. All right, so now we're at this point, I want to ask you, Alex, should I just use the tri-mesh, which would be easy and fast, or should I just make, two simple, use the tri-mesh? This is faster. All right, here's the laziness. Create static tri-mesh. Yay. See, one click. Why would I want to do it the right way?
The reason why you might want to optimize it that way into boxes is because boxes will create less problems with physics potentially. So tri-mesh has potential to create physics problems. That's kind of the main difference.
Okay, so you're saying this shortcut it might bite me in the butt. Wow, look at all those triangles versus what could have been. Oh no. Okay, all right, we got this in. Fine. All right, now I guess I could put the area. Should I put the area 3Ds? Because that's going to be for detection.
Yep.
Yeah, so what I'm doing is, again, just learning from how Unreal designed the elevator system. It's upon contact. It makes the most sense. I like looking at other games where you have the switch. I do like the switches in the other games where if you get that switch, then the elevator actually like moves because it's good for story. And I understand that one of the reasons they did that, the elevator scenes, is partially because they had to load scenes. They had to load levels, right? So the elevator is kind of like, what do you call it? That feeling of anticipation between, scene to scene. But for like Unreal Tournament or a first person shooter, that can kill you. And not because you're just like, oh, load already. But like, I got to turn this elevator. And I think maybe if that's more purposeful, I want to explore that later on, where we have maybe there's like a point of control and that there's like an elevator you have to wait for. That could actually be fun if done right. Like, okay, I think we talked about that too, because like I wanted to do a place where you actually turn things on and off and they have a counter. I know there's been some other first-person shooters that have done that. Like you have a place of control for over a period of time. And that could be kind of cool. Like it could be this area that you're trying to turn on and off. And then if you leave it, because you don't want to die or whatnot, someone just goes back and shuts it off. And you're like, no. Or it makes you want to defend the area. You fail to defend the area and then they turn it off and then you spawn. And that could create some interesting moments, like some interesting panic moments. I still got to fix that area later on. I got to reverse that face. Okay. All right. Click here, press F, zoom right into it. Yes. And then let us add one more area and collision shape. And the other thing I've done too is that the reason I'm going to keep them a little lower is that I'm trying to get it where you can jump into the elevator and then it'll turn on versus if the